28 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to the Atlanta Motor Speedway as we are here today for the running of the NAPA Know 500. Yep. We are here today for the running of the NAPA Know 500 here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. This race the last 2 seasons had been the last stop on the tour, but we decided to move it to about the beginning of the stretch to the championship here in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. So Homestead's now reinstated as the last race of the season. So the Melly Series and the Truck Series are taking a weekend off here actually before the doubleheader weekend at Dover. That's where we're heading to next on the tour. So here comes the starting line for today's running of the event. On the pole at 206 miles an hour, it is Levi McIntyre, number 99, excited by SKF Ford, 2-time winner this season. He'll be alongside Zachary Fitzwater, car 97, the John Deere Ford. Row 2 has Jessica Shelton, number 94, the McDonald's Ford, 3-time winner this season. Beside her will be car 88, Keith Batson, the Ford Quality Gear Service Ford Credit Ford Taurus. Third row has the California winner, John Arndt, car 71, the Team Realtree Chevrolet, and Jordan Anderson, car 66, the Big Kmart Route 66 Jeans Ford. Fourth row has Charles Sanford, one of the championship contenders here this season, car 60, the Power Team Chevrolet, and Dougie Shears, 3-time winner this season, and 55, the Square D Chevrolet. He's currently, I think, third in the standings coming into this race, by the way. The fifth row will have Jonathan Zolan looking for the Atlanta sweep in the 48 Lowe's Chevrolet, and car 45, the winner at Bristol, the Sprint Spree Chevrolet. It's Mike Becker, the Sprint Spree Dodge, the Sprint PCS Dodge, excuse me. Next row down has Seth Cole in car 44, the Georgia Pacific Paper Sparkle Dodge, and beside him, car 43, the STP Pontiac, is Joshua Collard on the outside. Next row down has the winner at Talladega, Joshua Osborne, car 42, the Bell Ability Chevrolet, and 41, Zach Flickinger in the Target Dodge. Next row down has Jesse Turner, the winner at Watkins Glen, in car 36, the M&M's Pontiac, and Andrew Perry in 33, the Skull Chevrolet. Perry, by the way, was the winner of the second race at Michigan. Hard to let my cat in my room. Anyway, next row down has car 31, the Lowe's Chevrolet. It is Michael Turner, and beside him will be car 29. Daniel Olson was the winner of this race, I think, in season 5th. I think last season, I think he was winner here at Atlanta, I believe. Anyway, he's in the 29 Good Wrench Chevrolet. Next row down, Johnny Gardner, car 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford, and beside him will be Chelsea Bowles, car 26, the Discover Card Ford. She was the winner at Charlotte in the 600. Next row down has Ryan George. He won the night race at Bristol this season in the Michael Holligan Chevrolet, car 25, and Kev Shear, car 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. Then it's Carson Gunn, car 23, the Winston Noble Ford. Beside him will be Dylan Poteet, car 22, the Caterpillar Pontiac. Then it's Quentin Moore in car 21, the Citgo Ford, and on the inside of the next row, outside of him will be Dalton Day, car 20, the Home Depot Pontiac. Next row down, Joshua Sekuli, who won the last stop at Richmond. The second stop there, he's in the 19 Dodge Stewart's Dodge. That's the Casey Atwood cars, not Jeremy Mayfield, by the way. The winner alongside him is the winner at Texas, Andrew Davis in the 18 Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Jason Haywood is the next row down in car 17, the DeWalt Tools Ford, and beside him will be Chris Dodd in car 15, the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Next row down has the winner of the Brickyard 400, Becca Tellier, car 12, the Mobile One Ford, and Kat Tellier, the Rookie of the Year leader in car number 10 in the Tide Ford. Next row down has car 02, it's JT Bryant in the Altel Ford, the 2-time winner of the season, and another 2-time winner, Emmanuel Hartnett, car 01, the Singer Wallace Dodge. His 2 wins include New Hampshire and, of course, the Daytona 500. Here comes the command to fire the engines here at Atlanta. Commands again in Friday engines. We're going to have a racing here today. Remaining starters here, Matt Haas in car 8, the Budweiser Chevrolet. He'll be alongside Matt McIntyre in car 7, the Sirius XM Satellite Dodge. Benjamin Miles in the Valvoline Ford car 6 has the next row down. Beside him will be Kyle Matthews, who's another points contender looking for a good run here. He's in the number 5 Kellogg's Chevrolet. Cole Deaver and Dylan Young has the next row down after that. And then starting scratch is Trent Dunham, another point contender who came in race 4th place in the points. So several points contenders looking to make their way up to the field, while some of them look for a morale booster per se. Levi McIntyre, by the way, he is knocking on the door of the top 10 in the points coming into this race at Atlanta. But he's got the pole here, and he's got a 2-time winner this season. And here we go. The green flag's out, and we're underway in the NAPA Know-How 500. And it's going to be 200 miles an hour run amok here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway here. As they go into turn number 1, Jessica Shelton goes inside it. Actually, it's turn 3, excuse me, not turn 1. Shelton will take the lead from McIntyre. Boy, who leads this lap here will be Shelton or McIntyre. Shelton leads the first lap. Three-time winner of the season here. Shelton's wins, 2 of them were on road courses at Riverside and Sonoma, and she also won at Darlington in the Southern 500. She had Richmond very well in hand the last stop on the tour until a real fluke deal happened when she got slowed up on the caution flag, but Ryan George was right there, and Shelton couldn't avoid hitting him and knocked her right out of the race. She hopes to vindicate herself from that, but unfortunately for her, we all know how much she loves Atlanta. But nonetheless, she is leading the field right here here in the NAPA Know-How 500. Zach Flickinger goes inside. He'll take position from Seth Cole in car 44. As several starters moving their way up through the field here. Joshua Osborne, another one as well, as he goes inside of Seth Cole for position as well. Jesse Turner is in there. Charles Sanford, Michael Turner in car 31. Here comes Zorlin to the inside looking for the lead on Shelton. Off corner number 4 they come. Is it the 48 or the 94 that leads the lap? Nope, it's Shelton that leads the lap again. So she leads the first 4 laps of the race. Joshua Osborne is one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's event, and that's his view right here. And look how much RPMs they turn here. Look how much RPMs they turn on this track here. 9,700 in the turn number 3. And now in the draft, 96, 97, almost 9,800 RPMs in the turn number 1, excuse me, and down to about 8,900 in turn number 1, in the middle of turns 1 and 2. So as we watch Jesse Turner take the lead here, and you see right there, the tachometer barely goes below 9,000 in the middle of turns 1 and 2 and turns 3 and 4. That goes to show you how much of an engine builder's nightmare this track is, or any mile-and-a-half track, and especially at Atlanta Motor Speedway. It is an engine builder's nightmare. Johnny Gardner now takes the lead in car 28 here, as some of the back of the pack starters now moving away through the field. Here. Johnny Gardner, another man here riding along with Dylan Pote. He has our second in-car camera in today's event. And Kyle Matthews has our third in-car camera as well. Pote to the inside takes the lead here, Dylan Pote yet to win a race this season. But yet he is up there in the point standings as well. He's in the top 10 coming in to this race. So Pote, the season 1 champion of this series, looking very strong this season. Quietly running strong, I might add. But one who finally broke the bank here broke the bank in the win column this season, and in his career, I should say, is just right now getting ready to take the lead himself. There, Joshua Sakuli was the one who benefited from Shelton's misfortune at Richmond. and he took it, and as he took his first win of his career in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, finally doing so, I should say. Had a shot to win last season at Chicago, but got robbed of victory that day. And lost it, and that, of course, happened to be the last win of the career for Michael Norman in this series, as a matter of fact, too. Speaking of Michael Norman, there's the car that he had drove last season. Now being driven by Cole Bieber, the number 3 GM Government Chevrolet. He's moving his way through the field now. Throwing in JT Bryant and the winner of the second Pocono event, Matt Haas, in this mix as well. As Bryant leads the lap here, and lap speeds, look at the lap speeds, and look at how much they're averaging, 204 miles an hour. That's going to be speeds we're going to be seeing a few races from now at Talladega Super Speedway when we head there for the Die Hard 500. Dougie Shears making his way through the field in car 55. He's a 3-time winner this season, and one of them was on one of the plate tracks in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. He also took wins at the first Michigan race, and he also took the first North Wilkesboro event, the first Union 400. And currently right now sits 3rd place in the points chase. So Super Shears having a solid season so far. And speaking of points contenders, there's another one. Kyle Matthews driving the number 5 Kellogg's Cornflake Chevrolet. It's the 2000 scheme he's driving. Matthews, I think, comes to this race. I think he still came in this race the points leader coming into this event after Richmond. But right now he's feeling hot. But right now Matthews one of the 4 drivers in hot contention for the championship, along with Dougie Shears, Charles Sanford, and Trent Dunham as well. One of those 4 looking for the championship here. And Seth Cole now goes to the number 1 position. Jessica Shelton trying to take another crack at the lead. And here she comes to the inside. She's got her buddy Kyle Matthews shoving her. In car number 5 here, Becca Tellier, car 12, one of the 4 KAB Enterprises cars. That's Keith Batson's team, which includes Keith himself driving the 88 car. Becca in the 12 car, she won the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis this season, and is the only KAB driver to win a race this season. And she'll now go for the lead on Kyle Matthews. Matthews had the lead briefly, but here comes Becca to the inside lane. She'll take the number 1 spot. Benjamin Miles right behind, and here comes the pole sitter, Levi McIntyre. Yet to lead a lap, though. Shelton took the first lap from him. "50 laps, of course, the order of the day at the Atlanta Motor Speedway here, and we have got 16 of them completed, and 34 of them are left to go, so plenty of racing left. Here in the NAPA Know-How 500, 200 plus miles an hour, the order of the day. In this event, Benjamin Miles takes the lead for the first time here as he leads the lap. But here comes Levi McIntyre with the help of Jesse Turner in 36. And Jesse Turner, of course, not skunked this season himself, though he won at Watkins Glen, the 3rd road course race of the season. And we'll have 3 road courses again next season. The same ones. There's still 1 road course race left in the Truck Series. And they'll be going to Heartland Park, Topeka for a try at that event. McIntyre finally leads his first lap of the race here, as now here comes Jesse Turner to the inside. And I almost said first lap of the season, but McIntyre has actually won twice this season, so. And Turner barely leads the lap, but here comes 45, Mike Becker, 42, Joshua Osborne, and a pair of Kentuckians hook up there, Osborne and Poteet as well. Back on board, Dylan Poteet's car. We saw Osborne down to about 8,900 RPMs the last time by. Poteet down to about 8,700. And it looks to me like we're under caution for the first time today. Yes, we are, because they are getting slowed down. And a pair of problems! crash as the field got slid down for the yellow flag. Cars flipping over. That was Andrew Davis had flipped over. Jessica Shelton has crashed. Her bad luck at Atlanta continues. Chris Dodd's crashed. Johnny Gardner's crashed. Quentin Moore's crashed. Emmanuel Hartnett's crashed. He had just moved up to 6th place in the points coming in this event. And then Ryan Georges gets hit. And Sanford, one of the championship contenders, he's crashed. Michael Turner is crashed. Seth Cole's crashed. Ryan George, Joshua Sekuli. Better question is, who didn't crash? That's the better question. We have got a bad crash, a caution derp here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And I kind of suspect that John Arndt might have been the cause of the first yellow flag of the day. Nope, it was Seth Cole that was the cause of the first yellow flag of the day. Seth Cole spun. Get comfortable, guys. There's going to be a lot of replays on this one. Seth Cole is following the 24 of Kev Shearer. And here comes Becca Tellier. She turns Seth Cole, almost turned him in the Dylan Young in the 2. And Seth goes around and around. He goes right there. And it looked like it was just going to be a simple one-card caution, which is basically what it was going to be. And I don't know who else crashed. Yep, Andrew. Yep, there's the other. There's a second spin. That's Andrew Perry in 33. He spun, come off turn number 4, and there's right there where John Arndt crashed. He and Michael Turner. Turner crashed into Perry, and Arndt couldn't get slowed down in time. He crashes into Michael Turner. But we're not done yet. Not by a long shot. Charles Sanford, he and Jordan Anderson crash, and right into Benjamin Miles they go. And here's what triggered the entire Holocaust. Jordan Anderson turns Jessica Shelton, and there's another points contender. Trent Dunham crashed. Rookie of the Year contender, Cat Tellier, Matt Haas, JT Bryant, Jason Haywood. There's where Andrew Davis flipped. And everybody's slamming on the brakes, and Collard hits Quentin Moore. Jason Haywood almost goes upside down. And Chris Dodd rear ends the car of Ryan George. Now watch John Arndt. He tries to get slowed down. He couldn't. And tags the back of Jessica Shelton's car. Shelton, I don't think, has got much damage, but still. Yeah, Johnny Gardner, his hood's all damaged up on his car. Fitzwater's in it. So 2 of our points contenders in the crash. That's Sanford and Dunham. And there's where Charles Sanford got hit again. I think Ryan George. Ryan George turns down Charles Sanford and turns him. And there's where Perry and Michael Turner, they crash again. But this time a whole lot much harder. And John Arndt, out of frustration, just runs the back of Seth Cole's car for some inexplicable reason. Well, now that we're under yellow, and we're about to get ready to green flag here, look at the cars out of the race. Oh, my God. Yeah, 16 cars out of the race here at Atlanta. That's crazy. Green flag waves with them. That was good timing, actually. Green flag goes back out. We're back underway on lap number 25, almost halfway home. Mike Becker is your leader of the race. Second position is Jesse Turner. Third is Joshua Osborne. Fourth is Dylan Poteet. Levi McIntyre's fifth. Two of our drivers are Dougie Shears and Kyle Matthews could benefit from this and could benefit from this if they stay out of trouble. With Dunham and Sanford both out of the race, I believe. Yep. Yeah, Dunham's out, and so is Charles Sanford. So Dougie Shears, who was third in the points, and Matthews, who came in this race, the points leader, could benefit from all this. They might leave this race they might leave here 1-2 in the points. And another guy who's up in the top 10, Dylan Poteet, he's up in the top 10. He could benefit from, he could pick up a few spots in the points as well. And Levi McIntyre was knocking on the door of the top 10 as well. He could benefit as well in the 9 cars, or the 99 cars. So, yeah, a lot of drivers could be licking their chops points-wise here. And you're riding on board with one of them, Kyle Matthews, in car number 5. And look who's ahead of him, Keith Batson, 88. He's up there in the field as well. We haven't talked at all about Keith Batson today in the 88 machine. He's looking for that first win of the season. Trying to go to the inside of Levi McIntyre. There's Matthews riding with him behind Joshua Osborne in number 42. Matthews down to about 8,700 RPMs down in turn number 4. See how fast he goes. See how much he turns into turn number 1. And Kyle Matthews said about 9,750 on the RPMs. So, as I said before, we talk about an engine builder's nightmare at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's definitely, there's your proof. And one guy could be on, and there's the points because they're about to get us 5 bonus points. That's Dougie Shears. Super Shears in the 55 machine. Takes the lead on this lap here, and we have now 21 to go. Second position is now Cole Deaver. Keith Batson goes to third, as Jesse Turner goes up the track in 36. Joshua Osborne, Kyle Matthews, Mike Becker. And here comes Cole Deaver for the lead in number 3. Deaver won the season down at Dover. And several other players here coming in here. Matt McIntyre, we haven't talked about him at all today. No relation to Levi. Dylan Young, he's up there. Kev Shearer in 24. Shearer won 3 times last season, and including the Charlotte Sweep. And he also took the title, I think. I can't think of where his third win came at, but anyway. Kev Shearer looking very strong here. He has had a horrific season so far, though, but nonetheless, right now he's looking for a good run here today here at Atlanta. As long as he's in this pack of cars there, he could be in good shape to have a good run here. As he goes inside of Keith Batson, tries to get by Dylan Young in number 2. Cole Deaver still the leader in number 3. That caution brought the average down, by the way, to 163.168 miles an hour. Dylan Poteet and Levi McIntyre both the caboose is back. Oh no, 4 wide come out, turn number 4. Oof! Dougie Shears. I thought Dougie Shears was going to get turned there by Keith Batson coming out turn number 4, and that would have been disastrous for Dougie Shears. But points-wise, but he recovers and now goes to inside lane, gets by both Zorlin and Matthews. And let's take a look at the rest of the order here. Zach Flickinger in 15th. 16th is Carson Gum. 17th is JT Bryant. Benjamin Miles 18th. 19th is now Kat Tellier. Dalton Days in 20th. Jessica Shelton running 21st at the moment. So Shelton looks like she still could pick up a few positions here. A slight bit off pace, though, are those drivers there because that crash that happened under caution going through and coming out of turn number 2. Matt Haas in 22nd. Seth Cole really damaged up. in the 44. He's running 23rd. Joshua Collard 24th. Chelsea Bowles in 25th. So these guys could catch some lap traffic, and that's gonna and that could manipulate this race as we go down to the final 15 laps of this race. As Cole Beaver leads the race here with Becca Tellier running second. Ford in first, and you got Chevrolet in second. And a Pontiac in third with Jesse Turner. And here comes Dougie Shears moving his way through the field here. And here comes Tellier, Becca Tellier, that is, in car 12. She's going for the lead. Two of the cars that a KAB Enterprise is running in this pack of cars here. Becca Tellier and Keith Batson. We mentioned Kat Tellier running in 19th position. Jason Haywood out of the race in 38th. He was one of the cars involved in the crash. And there they go. They caught with Chelsea Bowles in the 26 car. Here we go. Who's going where? Beaver goes inside. He'll escape the lap car. Shears will. So will Keith Batson. Poteet goes by, Zorlin goes by, Kyle Matthews goes by. Here comes, whoa, Becca Tellier just about got up alongside of her teammate Dylan Young. 3 right behind him with Matt McIntyre, Kev Shear, and Jesse Turner. What a move by Kev Shear in 24. Goes inside and picks up about 3 spots at one time. Crazy driving there for Kev Shear. And that's like they say, driving like a man possessed here at Atlanta number 3, and that moved to the 9th position. Closing up on 10 laps to go here on board. Kyle Matthews right there behind Dougie Shears in number 55. Matthews has won twice this season. That has won actually once this season. That came at the first Richmond event. He also took the All-Star race at Charlotte. Matt McIntyre looking inside. Here comes and 7 of the cars that got held up there. They're trying to catch back up there. Levi McIntyre, Matt McIntyre, Becca Tellier in the 12. She was leading a while ago. Joshua Osborne along with Jesse Turner. Cole Deaver still out in front, but here comes the 48, Jonathan Zorlin. Outside lane here, and is now... and we got Joshua Collard just up ahead in the 43 car. See what they'll do when they catch him. Dougie Shears moving inside of Cole Deaver, or inside, I should say, of Zorlin for the lead, or for second, excuse me. Dougie Shears to second. Here comes Dylan Young, car number 2. Let's look for the copter cam, see how far ahead behind Collard they are. There's Collard. Down to 6 laps to go. This time by. Dylan Young to second. Here comes Keith Batson, car 88 to the inside lane. Keith Batson looking for his first win of the season. So too is Dylan Young. So is Matt McIntyre. Cole Deaver looking for his second of the season here. And now they caught up the Collard. Now what's going to happen here? Deaver escapes the lap traffic. So does Batson. Batson will go by. Matt McIntyre will go by. Levi McIntyre will go by. Here comes Shears. He goes by. And looks like so will Kyle Matthews. I think that's 2 of our points contenders right there. They line up single file once again, but now they have caught up to Cole Deaver. Here comes Batson. Keith Batson wanting a win so bad he cannot stand it any longer. He was way down the points. He has a very slow start to the season as compared to last season when he came in 5th place in the points. Now what's he going to do? Cole Deaver out in front. Batson to second. Third is now Matt McIntyre. And point contender Dougie Shears, he was 3rd in points coming in. He's now at the 4th place right now. This could be a huge day for Dougie Shears in the 55. As will Kyle Matthews in the 5 here, and Mike Becker right now is in 5th position. Matthews trying to take 6 from Levi McIntyre in 99. But now if Matthews can get by Dougie Shears, that would be huge for him. Here comes Batson for the lead! Could this finally be the day for Keith Batson? Car 88, the Ford Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford Taurus. Out in front, he's now got 2 laps to go. But here comes Matt McIntyre, number 7, to the inside. Matt McIntyre, the 7 machine, the Sirius XM Satellite Dodge. Following the Ford of Batson as they come out to number 2. Lap traffic ahead. That's Matt Haas in number 8. Dougie Shears and Matt McIntyre side by side. The white flag waves. 1 more lap to go. Can this finally be the day for Keith Batson? The number 88 Ford Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford. Here comes Dougie Shears. Super Shears in number 55 to the inside lane. He's got 2nd. In the turn number 3, Shears trying to close into the inside lane. And off corner number 4, they come. Many times trying, many times frustration. Keith Batson wins it at last. The losing streak has been flooded. Keith Batson, for the first time I believe since season 13, has won in the Castrol GTX Cup Series as he wins the NAPA Know 500. Unbelievable. He has been so close so many times. Has not won a race, I believe, like I said, in about 4 or 5 seasons. And he finally gets one today, averaging 174.074. But he held up a very hungry Dougie Shears to win the race here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. What a drive by Keith Batson, the number 88 Ford Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford, 1999 Ford Taurus. So 28 races are in the books on the season. What a finish here. Keith Batson finally is a winner again in the Castrol GTX Cup Series as he takes home the title in Atlanta. Here, Dougie Shears comes home 2nd. Mike Becker, a great day for him, comes home 3rd. 4th will go to Matt McIntyre, a solid day for him. He was last place in the points coming in, as a matter of fact. And Joshua Osborne will come home in 5th. A great day for him too. And the points harvest Dougie Shears is going to get in this racer. He was 3rd in the points coming in, almost pulled off the win. I think if there had been one more lap, I think he would have pulled it off. Rest of the finishing order: Cole Deaver was 6th, was 6th position. Dylan Young, great day for him, 7th. Jesse Turner 8th. Levi McIntyre 9th, and point leader Kyle Matthews comes home in 10th position. Dylan Poteet 11th. Kev Shearer 12th. Johnson Zorlin 13th, just short of the Atlanta sweep. Becca Tellier 14th. Zach Flickinger 15th. 16th was Carson Gum. 17th was JT Bryant. Benjamin Miles 18th. 19th was Kat Tellier. And Jessica Shelton, despite the crash, comes home in 20th position. So, all in all, not a bad day for Jessa, but her Atlanta jinx, unfortunately for her, continues a little bit. Dalton Dade comes home in 21st. 22nd was Seth Cole. 23rd was Matt Haas, the last car in the lead lap. So some of the cars that crashed crashed in the crash, amazingly still held on to finish on the lead lap. Unfortunately for Joshua Collard and Chelsea Bowles, they couldn't. Then they finished one lap down. Bowles was the last finisher of the race. And the attrition list we got. Huh. Here, 16 cars, I believe, knocked out of the race here. Johnny Gardner, Daniel Olson, Zachary Fitzwater, championship contender Charles Sanford, Michael Turner, John Arndt, Ryan George, Andrew Perry, Jordan Anderson, another championship contender, Trent Dunham. And that's going to hurt both of them in the points-wise. Andrew Davis, Joshua Sakuli, Jason Haywood, Quentin Moore, Emmanuel Hartnett. He was 6th in points coming in. That's going to really hurt him in the points as well. And Chris Dodd was the last place finisher in 41st. So the NAPA Know-How 500 is history, and so we went from a first-time winner at Richmond with Joshua Sakuli to a flooded losing streak with Keith Batson as he finally takes home yet another Castrol GTX Cup Series win. His first, I think, since season 13 in the series. I may have to check back on that. At Richmond, I think is where it was, but I'm not sure. But anyway, Keith Batson gets the win here today. Average speed again, 174.074 miles per hour. Slowed down by that one caution flag in this race. So next stop on the tour will be at Dover Downs International Speedway for the running of the Tax Slayer 400. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. You never know what you'll find on this channel here in our races, gaming videos. Excuse me. But you'll never know what you'll find on this NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel here. YWC Wrestling in our races, gaming videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires for his channel, you name it, we got it here. Here, and be sure to check out some of Seth's other series as well. And be sure to check out some of Seth's series as well here. The Hershey's Cup series, the Pizza X series, as well as some of the races from seasons gone by. So that all that said, this is James Qualston. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.